Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to yet another English lesson. So, this is a continuation of the previous lesson that we had, and the theme of this lesson is the same as the previous one, which was being me. This is being me part 2 and the last part. All right, so being me, we did verbs. And we learned about the verb be and the verb be and other forms of the verb be, which are am, is, and are. We also studied the rules on how each of these words are used and virtually how they are used. Yes, so on this we're going to test whether you remember that. All right, so let's move on. So we have a little test over here, very easy. Okay, so I do not require anybody to copy anything. All I require is that where there are blanks to be filled, you fill them. That's it. All right, so there are 14 sentences over here, and we learned about the use of is, am, and are. We're just basically gonna use them in all these 14 sentences to just virtually test how they are used and how well we understand it. So let's jump right into it. So the first sentence over here is my house dash brown. So we studied in the previous lesson, part 1, that we use is when we're referring to one thing. We use are when we're referring to more than one, or the word you, and then we use am with I. All right, so very simple. We're referring to one thing over here, my house. So over here, the correct form of the verb be is. I'm not writing them in the blank. I require you to write them in the blank. I'm just solving some of them for you, and then you do the rest. So let's move on. I've done 1. Let's move on. I'm going to do 5. Question 5. That says my friend dash 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 going with me. All right, so over there, this is plural. We're referring to more than one person, and so rather than is, the appropriate form of the verb to use here is are. So let's just put that over there. You fill it. In fact, you won't fill. You're just going to write it just that way. So if it's 1 and it is, you write it down and you send it like that as the assignment. So all right, let's do a third, because I'm going to do 3 examples and the rest is going to be yours. The firefighter dash driving the engine. Now always look at what begins the sentence. If it's singular, then you know what to use. If it's more than one thing, then you know what to use. If it has I, you know what to use. If it has you know what to use. So the firefighter dash 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 driving the engine. Over here we're referring to just one person. All right, so that's a singular, and then that's going to be is. So I've done 3 of them. I've done question 1, I've done question 5, and I've done question 9. So the rest are yours. My favorite color dash blue. We baking cookies today. I dash 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 going to the movies on Saturday. My friends going with me. Okay, I've already done that for you. What dash dash dash? There's a mistake here. Your phone number. What dash 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 your phone number? You dash 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 standing on my foot. I dash 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 4 feet tall. The firefighter dash 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 driving the engine. Charles and I dash 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 playing football. Denver dash 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 east of Los Angeles. The band dash dash dash. Okay, dash dash playing single and free. You know what single and free is?
Single and free,
and then we have 13. You dash 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 a nice person, and then we have the last one. I your best friend. So it's a question. So you figure out what is supposed to go over there. So basically that's it. Just go through all these sentences, put in the appropriate forms of the verb be. So it's either am, is, or are. Put them down. That's going to be your assignment. You have, I think, 11 sentences because there were 14 and I've done 3 of them. So you have 11 sentences to do. Don't copy the whole sentence, just fill in with is, am, or are, and then send it to me send it to the email in the description. If you don't understand anything, as usual, you can comment or send an email. We're always ready to help. And that'll be all for this lesson. See you all later. Stay safe and